Alright guys, Rxllout here, welcome back to another quick easy video tutorial sort of thing. Now this time I'm just going to be going over how you would mix kicks and 808s together. This is kind of, it's very important, but a lot of people do know it, so if you do know it, you know, you don't have to watch the video, but if you don't, then, you know, this is going to help. And maybe if you do know a certain way to mix 808s and kicks, this will help. You might learn something new. So let's see how we get on. So the first thing you're going to notice, I have a kick and an 808 from my Execute drum kit. This is what they sound like without anything on. I've not done anything to these. So yeah, it sounds good. We'll turn the kick and 808 down slightly as well. I think it's because the limiter is on. Turn the limiter off as well, so we've got a better representation of the sound. Now, it's better. Okay, so, I mean, my kits, usually they're mixed fine. They're going to sound okay with most of the stuff you do with them. However, there are a few things we can do to get this mix a bit better. Now, the first thing is, we're going to look at the waveforms here. So if we look at the waveform of the kick, we'll see it's just you know, a lot of information here, and then it dries out very quick. So that means the release and sustain is kind of low. So it plays and then it'll play, boom, stop. So kicks are very short release. Now, to emphasize this, we can bring the attack in on the envelope settings here, and then the release down, sustain down, and the hold down even more. Now what this is going to do is it's going to make the kick even more tight. And if we pull the decay all the way in, we'll notice the kick is extremely tight. Please don't make any jokes about my mom here, but yeah, if they bring the decay in, like exaggerate it, the kick's like almost inaudible. So we turn the decay up. Now keep this image in mind. I may have done a video on this before, I'm not sure, but just thought I'd go over it again for you guys. Keep this image in mind. This is a triangle, a very kind of, you know, a very tight, short triangle. And now if we go to the 808 here, we're going to notice this is a very big waveform. This is a lot of low mid frequencies in the mix. So this is going to take up a lot of the mix and a lot of the frequencies. So you have to be careful with 808s not to, you know, put too much melodies or frequencies in that range of the 808. So if we bring the attack down on the 808, the release, the sustain, the decay, and pull the hold all the way up, so it's like a box shape, this plays and now plays and stops when we tell it to, without any problems. But we'll notice the kick here, this has like a, if we pull this in, we're going to notice it's a very sharp little mark here. And the 808, if we replicate that by pulling the attack up, we're going to see the kick now, according to the envelope volume settings, will mimic, so it'll play before the 808. So see how it's now mixed slightly better, slightly smoother. So the kick plays in this short frame with a low decay, and the 808 plays with a higher attack, so the kick plays and then the 808 plays. Now if we exaggerate the attack on the 808, we'll see it plays, it comes up like that. So yeah, we're wanting, at least for this way of mixing, the attack to be up on the 808 and the kick to be short and minimal. And it gives more room for punchier kicks. We can turn the velocity of the kick up. Well, maybe not that much. Down a wee bit. And we'll notice the kick now plays without much interference or distortion from the 808. So it's almost like a sidechain. Now, speaking of sidechain, we're going to add these both to the mixer here. I'm going to go to channel routing, root select the channel starting from this track. I did that just by highlighting these two, and then right clicking and insert channel routing, root select the channel starting from this track. Now if we turn off the envelope settings here, very easy, and we route the kick to the 808, so we go to the kick here and then we go to this little marker here and go to where the 808 is in, which is channel 3. We will right click this, and we can route to this track only. Once we click that, the kick now is routed to the 808. Now if we open a fruity limiter on the 808 here, we'll notice that we can pull the sidechain up on the compression here. So because it's sidechain, because it's rooted to this, we can now do this and pull the sidechain up, and that doesn't do anything just now. However, if we go back to the limit, the compressor, yeah, that's it, and we bring the threshold down and the ratio up, it does very much the same thing. See, it kind of like plays like. Now if we want it to be quick, so it just kind of plays like instantly. If you want the ratio to be like very high here, we're just going to be playing with the ratio. But yeah, the threshold is down, and the ratio, we just play about with that until we get the right feeling, the right sound we want. So yeah, that's basically what that does. It does very much the same thing to the other method. However, yeah, this might be a bit easier for you, or it depends. But they both pretty much do the same thing. And basically it will give those clashing frequencies a room to separate from each other. Now the next thing we can do as well is the EQ. Now if we go to the 18 Hertz cut, we'll see that the kick here is playing. Turn this off for a minute. Not sure why it's not playing. Oh, because it's rooted to the 808. Okay, I see. So yeah, that's my fault there. Now we can take out the frequencies as well, a lot of the low end. So we'll see some of the low end in the kick, like these kind of sub frequencies. We can take that out. You might like the sub frequencies, some might not. I usually like the boost around here. Adds a nice punch. But the 808 as well, if we add an EQ to that as well, and then we cut it as well, similarly, we can keep the bass in, but we can take out some of the high end of. So the 808 is now playing a lot more lower frequencies, while the kick is kind of taking out the sub frequencies and just punching here. And again, we can do the same with the high end here. So if we wanted a more high end punch on the kick, we would pull that up here. But again, with the kicks in these kits, it's not really needed. But again, it's always an option if you are looking for different frequencies and different ranges. So yeah, the 808 as well doesn't need this high end here. And sometimes when you are mixing kicks and 808s, there's a lot of high end frequency. In this case, for this kick, not so much, but a lot of kicks will have higher frequencies here, which may clash with the 808. So just to get rid of that, we take out the high end of the 808, and we're all good. And that's basically, perfectly mixed 808 and kick. Now we can put the kick in mono as well, leave the 808 out of mono, which also slightly separates them, or I'm not sure completely what it does, but yeah, that's kind of like the basics of it, and that's what you should be looking for when you're mixing your kick and your 808, so that they're not overlapping in frequency, and they both have their own space and time in the channel settings and the volume envelope. So you can either do that with sidechaining like I showed you, or you can do that via the envelope settings in each of the instruments. But that should be the video. I just wanted, again, very quick, very simple. I like keeping these tutorials simple and easy to digest for you guys, so you learn the best way and it's not overcomplicated. So leave a like if you liked the video. Let me know what you thought in the comments. As always, Execute is available now, as well as Precision if you want to make UK drill beats, and yeah, have a very professional, clean sound. Go for that. But yeah, thank you very much guys for watching. As always, take care, and I will see you in the next one. I do.